embracing, and learning to love the sexiness of vegetarian.
Yes. It has to be very sexy.
Welcome to Hospitality Asia channel on HAPA TV. I'm Jennifer Ong, and we're here today with Miss Aiveen Wong, founder and CEO of Swee Vegeciting. Today, she's going to talk to us about the future of vegetarian food and, of course, vegetarian restaurant, and how it has really taken the healthy lifestyle living into the future. Welcome, Aiveen.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Welcome to HAPA TV. We're very excited to hear about your new venture, which is the Swee Vegeciting.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we do know that Swee actually started up in Genting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that's the traditional vegetarian restaurants
that's right,
we're talking about, right? And when did that start?
It started in 15 years ago, in year 2017. It was actually founded by my late father.
I see. Right. And how is it different now that, with Swee Vegeciting, which is at Publica, right?
Yeah.
And how different is it now compared to the one that was started in Genting?
Oh, well, when we started, it's actually 15 years ago. As you know, everyone is have a perception of vegetarian food is very religion, oriented, so it's quite a boring kind of food. But in Vegeciting in Publica, we are trying all this while to educate our food lover to enjoy vegetarian food in a different way. So it's not just food itself; it become a lifestyle, especially after pandemic.
Right.
So everyone is so aware of living in a very healthy lifestyle. About food, about exercise, everything about surrounding them. They have to be very healthy. So Vegeciting is just on time. To be launched. And why is it called Vegeciting? It's because we want to tell our audience vegetarian can be very exciting and sexy.
Okay, I like that. I think that's the best statement I've heard about vegetarian restaurant and vegetarian food, right? I think it can be sexy, right? Because the thing is, we have this perception. We all have this perception. The minute people say, "Do you want to go for vegetarian food?" They're like, "Oh, no,
so right? Boring." Especially men. Especially men.
Okay, so let's. So Swee Vegeciting started after the pandemic. When was it officially open?
It was open in last year, November.
Okay, so you were in the process during the pandemic of opening the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was so challenging, at the time, because we are the only restaurant that we have is in Genting. As many people is aware that at the time Genting is having a very tough time. So the whole Genting we locked down and no one can cross district and all these things. So we are totally no income.
Were you shut though? Was the restaurant shut down?
Yeah, totally. We are not able to do catering or food delivery because we are up in the mountain, So it took us like 1.5 years. We tried to do some food packaging and all these things, but we still think that it's good time to launch a new brand. People say bad time, but we see it positively. It's a good time because of pandemic, everyone is so aware of healthy lifestyle. So I have been always telling my friends surrounding me that vegetarian is a lifestyle. It's not just a food itself. So I think it's a very good time for me to have this new outlet, and I'm very exciting. And my team is so exciting, and we want to do away from like the traditional way of doing the food, that inclusive of the environment, the food, the presentations, everything, and the service, everything.
What about the taste? Is there a significant difference between the traditional vegetarian and now the new modern vegetarian?
Yes. But nevertheless, we still cannot. We want to remain the original taste of what we brought from our father.
Yeah.
So the most sellable items in Genting, we still bring it to Vegeciting,
I see.
but we change the presentations
Right.
and the portion and everything to suit the customers in this area.
Right.
Yeah, but we actually add on a new element to make it very exciting, which is sushi.
Oh,
A vegetarian sushi.
I see. So one of the presentation is to actually present vegetarian in sushi form.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like really a new way of
Yes.
embracing, and learning to love the sexiness of vegetarian.
Yes. It has to be very sexy.
Yeah, and that's why, that brings me to, of course, say congratulations to Aiveen.
Thank you.
And also congratulations to Swee Vegeciting at Publica for being nominated as one of the nominees for HAPA Awards Malaysia Series 2022-2023. And that really, it's something that we from the HAPA team, we're very proud to actually see vegetarian restaurant venturing into awards as well, and in the form of how you do your, like you said, your presentation, your ambiance, and how to really bring about the traditional way of vegetarian food and how it's been presented into the modern F&B world, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And okay, so tell us, what are the key dishes that you would recommend when new people come to Swee Vegeciting? What would be the must order, must eat, must try dishes? Yeah.
That's many. Of course, the one that you cannot miss is our 5 signature dish, which is the curry, the curry, and also the abalone mushroom, creamy abalone mushroom.
Wow.
Okay, and also the 4 Heaven King with our unique stingy bean.
Okay.
From Orang Asli in around
right.
Patang Gali and
Okay.
also Pahang side.
Right. Oh, that's the one that has the 4 types of vegetables
with the sambal.
Okay.
with the sambal.
Okay, what's it called in Chinese? What say Wong?
Say Dai Tin Wong.
Say Dai Tin Wong. Yes. Okay. So that's the 3.
Yeah.
What else that we have to order?
And we have the organic apple soup, steam. You would not think that it is a soup because of the kind of presentation. I keep a secret here, so whoever who hasn't come, please come to test, experience this.
Okay.
And then of course the sushi. The sushi you must come to try because it made with all vegetables, fresh vegetables like alfalfa, cabbage and all these things. So you will have a very, very light meal if you don't want to have a heavy meal. So you come to Vegeciting, you can have a very light and relaxed meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have to agree with Aiveen because I've been there a couple of times and I've tried 4 out of 5 dishes. Yeah, the four Say Tin Wong.
Say Dai Tin Wong.
Say Dai Tin Wong. I haven't tried yet, but the rest of them I have, and of course a couple of other dishes. And I love the setting. It's like what Aiveen says, it's very modern, it's very simple, but yet the way they present the vegetarian dishes are really very modernized, very, very different from the traditional way, for sure. Yeah. And what about okay, I like to see what Aiveen has to say about this, right? People talk about vegetarian and plant-based. Yeah. So what is the difference between the two? Or is it really similar?
In certain sense, it is similar actually because vegetarian is a term that has been using for years. And the perception, like I just now has explained, the perception as people talking about, hey, you are vegetarian, then you are very, religion, and so boring. And vegetarian, another thing is that people were thinking there's a lot of mock meat. Processed
correct.
food,
That's right.
Or made by what they call flour, all this processed food, and then that's why a lot of people don't like it. You know, but the new ways of doing this is plant-based. Plant-based, like Vegeciting is all this while doing is we are using the natural ingredients, vegetable, fruits, beans, mushrooms. You know, all these are fresh ingredients to create the dishes. So we are doing away from the mock meat and all this, so that that's why we have a lot of young crowd. Our customers is from kids. Yeah, the kids love it, and also to 20, 30, 40 years old. Because last time when we was in Genting, so I see all the customers are quite elderly, you know. But recent years, and especially when we are open in Paprika, so our customers we see is like 20 over years. Yeah, very young,
health conscious.
Yeah, and like I say, it's a lifestyle. They love it, you know, and they share among the friends, and they think that, you know, this is the ways to go.
Right. I think you know, at the end of the day, it's always about the perception, right? Perceptions of vegetarian, how it was before traditionally. You know, I mean, I've eaten traditional vegetarian, like you say, they're all made of flour, and you know, they're all mock meat, and it doesn't excite the younger generation for sure. Yeah. So definitely a way to move forward. Very interesting to see how vegetarian food and how these sort of cuisine can actually move into the global market.
That's right. That's right.
I think that's definitely more.
I have actually talked to many chefs from different countries, and actually everyone agreed. You know, this is the way, and this has been popular in Western countries, but in Malaysia we still have a long way to go. But nevertheless, because of the pandemic, it's actually speed up. Speed up, really.
Yeah, it has sort of helped to push the vegetarian food into the global market even more, like faster than it expected.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. That's right. It's faster.
Okay. And now moving forward to 2023, what can we expect from Swee Vegeciting? You know, in terms of experience, in terms of, you know, not just a dining experience, you know, but what else? What's new on the plate?
Good question. Okay. Next year, actually, we few months back, we already started to prepare for the next year's excitement for our customers. We will be launching a series of the private dining experience, fine dine, just like omakase, in a vegetarian way or plant-based way. Yeah, and we also has launched actually the afternoon tea. Plant-based afternoon tea. You know, when we goes to hotel, there's the tower and all these things, right? So we also want the people who are wants to enjoy plant-based, but they also, you know, can enjoy lifestyle, afternoon tea, fine dining, you know. So this will be the next year's project for Vegeciting.
Interesting. And when will all this be launched?
Expected to be launched in the first quarter of the year.
I see. And all will be at the Paprika outlet?
We are moving out from Paprika outlet. We can actually do it in different venue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's customized. We even planning for some events.
Oh, so you can actually introduce this menu for any events that's
right.
I see. Okay. Yeah. But the outlet, will they still be at Paprika? The Vegeciting episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any plans to expand? Open new ones?
Yes, they are in our pipeline.
Wow, okay.
They are in our pipeline for next year. Yeah, we are looking for good locations. Yeah, for our new branch, or even a more high-end, you know, fine dine, vegetarian or plant-based. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Well, you know, I would love to incorporate, you know, vegetarian and plant-based diet into my weekly, I would say. Go with, you know, at least once a week to really experience, you know, a day that has no meat and just vegetarian. And like you said, it's a lifestyle. Yeah. So it's just a matter of getting accustomed to the lifestyle, and you know, it's modern, it's fun, it's funky, it's sexy. That's what I will say. Okay, it's sexy.
It's very, when you practice it, right? You started, and you don't really feel like
lots of
anything
energy or
changing
something,
or
right?
everything, you know, because if you imagine every morning when we wake up, we just have a shake or we have Milo or bread and all this. You're already in vegetarian or plant-based.
Yeah, that's
then
true.
then and lunch you sometimes you only eat salad with friends and coffee. You already have another meal, so it's actually not that challenging. It's just go with your flow. I call it flexitarian. Be flexible as long as you feel like it. So please enjoy.
Yeah, that would be
plant-based.
nice, right? And then see how maybe your skin changes, right?
It
Your
is.
complexion and everything else because less meat and more veggie.
Yeah.
So things that but it's interesting. It's interesting. So thank you very much, Aiveen, for
Thank you,
sharing
Jen.
with us. Really, I think it has brought about a lot of awareness to how vegetarian can be enjoyed, with the new term of now, people calling it plant-based.
Plant-based. Yes.
A plant-based lifestyle. Hey, that's sexy.
Yes, it is a lifestyle.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you back here again to
Thank
share
you.
with us more stories. And
My
of course,
pleasure.
see you on the red carpet in March.
Oh, yeah. My pleasure.
Right. So thank you very much for joining Aiveen and I, and on HAPA TV, here on Facebook. Kind of live.
Live.
Yeah, but do follow us for more stories. And what we do is just basically get stories told by the founders themselves, to really inspire us on what their creation is about and why they created what they created for all of us. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you again soon on our future episodes.